Hey, this is a presentation I've made about a campaign I was involved in this December. The campaign's called December, and it was something that I chose to participate in because for an entire month you wear a dress, and the purpose of it is to raise awareness for modern day slavery and to also raise money for the campaign. It was something that I wanted to do to get involved in the fight against modern day slavery. And so this is just a little presentation of my experience with it and how I thought it was really cool and how much I enjoyed it and how much I also learned from it. Why December? I originally chose to participate in December because they follow me on Instagram kind of randomly. So I was curious and I looked up their platform and what they advocate for. And basically, it advocates for those who can't advocate for themselves. Um, so those who are stuck in modern day slavery. And I researched the campaign and I thought that it was legit, and I thought that it was really cool and an interesting way that I could get involved in fighting for these people. And I sometimes think in college it can be hard to find time to put a lot of extra stuff into something, so this was just a really cool way for me to be involved. I was also struck by the statistics about modern day slavery, and as soon as I looked at those, I was kind of taken back, and so I was all in at that point. I took the pledge to participate in the campaign this past November about Thanksgiving break time, and so that's kind of when I decided that I was all in and I was ready to go. I was ready to wear a dress for every day for the month of December. Here's some statistics that I've collected about modern day slavery that kind of pushed me to want to be involved in this movement. There are about 26 to 30 million slaves currently in the world, and only 1 to 2% of them are ever rescued. And also, out of all of those victims, the average age is 12 years old, which I found really terrifying and sad. And that was probably one of the statistics that struck me the most and just really pushed me to want to be involved in December. And also the fact that every 30 seconds someone becomes a victim of human trafficking. So here I've compiled some pictures of my journey during December. It was really fun, but also really hard because you would wake up every morning and I would have to put an outfit together that took a little more effort, probably than a t-shirt and jeans or leggings. And it would get really cold sometimes, so sometimes it was hard to want to put on a dress, even though I could wear leggings or jeans. It was just kind of still a hassle, but that was a lot of the purpose of it, was to kind of make a sacrifice because and to make a choice on what I wore, because I have the freedom to do that and those in modern day slavery do not. And so it was kind of one of those things where I woke up every morning and thought about those who I was advocating for. So that was a really cool part of it. But as you can see here, this is the first day of December. I was waiting at the Millage bus stop and snapped a shot of the leaves on the ground and me in a dress. And this is also on the first day. This is my best friend, Mary Gray. She and my other good friend, Katie, also participated in December with me. I kind of roped them into it, but it ended up being really fun to kind of have a support system and for us to be able to help each other out along the way when we needed another outfit or just needed some motivation. And then this is me at the beach in South Carolina. My family took a weekend trip there, so I wore a dress the whole time there as well. And then here's a picture of me at the Atlanta airport. I was kind of walking through the airport and literally talking to my mom about um, how scary the Atlanta airport can be as far as the amount of slaves who come through there every year, because it's a huge hub for human trafficking, and a lot of people who own these people use it as a airport to exchange people and whatnot, because there's so much air traffic through there. A lot of it goes unnoticed. So I just thought it was really, really cool. I got really excited when I saw that the sign was up and that the Atlanta airport was fighting back. Not that it's cool to have this sign, but cool that someone is starting to take a stand, especially in a place that it's so prevalent. And this is my other friend Katie who participated. This us baking pies for Christmas, which was really fun, and we're both wearing dresses. And this is my trip to Colorado. I skied in a dress. It was really fun. And even though not a lot of people really noticed as much when I was in Colorado skiing, because I don't know, I mean, I have the dress sticking out of the bottom, but it's not a huge thing that people would notice. But it was just still cool to be skiing and realize that I can do anything in a dress and I can choose to do this. Even though I got probably a lot more questions when I was going to and from class and whatnot about why I was wearing a dress, it was cool just to be able to participate in Colorado in a place that I love so, so much. So, in conclusion, Dressember was one of the best months ever just because I got to speak about something I was so passionate about and use it to advocate for those who couldn't advocate for themselves. I will definitely be participating in Dressember for every December I can from here on out. And I gained a lot of knowledge about modern day slavery and how to talk to people about it and to be, I guess, have my facts straight and to just how to talk about something with such passion because a lot of people react better to that and they can better understand it. And then also the hashtag you can do anything in a dress was just kind of something that kept me going. Not the specific hashtag, but the idea that I can do anything in a dress and I can do it while fighting for those who can't fight for themselves. And one little quote I want to leave you with that the Dressember campaign put up in about the middle of the month of December, which is when people start to get tired and just really tired, I guess, from the whole process of constantly wearing a dress and raising money and whatnot. But the quote says, "Never doubt that a group of thoughtful, committed people can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." So I just want to leave you with that, and thank you so much for watching.